Hello, this is Jcamera here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Lego Harry Potter, the Gringotts Bank set, released in early January of 2002. Set number is 4714. I think this originally retailed for $30. I could be wrong. 30, maybe more, but anyway, here is the set. I do not have the box, but I do have the instructions. We have the magical night sky with Harry and Hagrid riding the tracks to the vault, and goblins just doing their business. We have like the medieval theme with the stone, like the old bricks and the old paper there with minifigures, and then builds from smallest to biggest. So go from side builds to main builds pretty much. Then we get some alternate builds and play features. And we have an advertisement for Lego Creator Harry Potter, the first game, because there was two, one for Philosopher's Stone, or Sorcerer's Stone if you are American, and then Chamber of Secrets for the following year. Now, we shall take a look at the minifigures. First up is Harry Potter himself. This is him before going to Hogwarts, which is why you don't see a wand in his hand. I think this might be the only set where he doesn't have a wand. In fact, in the previous set I reviewed, Diagon Alley Shops, Hermione didn't have a wand either, because they haven't gone to Hogwarts yet, they know little to nothing about magic. And Harry gets his wand right after the Gringotts scene, so it makes sense. That's really what makes this one stand out between that and Hogwarts Express, because otherwise they're exactly the same. The accessory. He has no printing on the head or torso. This is just a very nostalgic classic figure. Because I saw this a lot like through Harry Potter years 1 through 4, and I remember wanting these figures and sets as a kid, and I finally have them. And I love how baggy the printing is, and the blues contrast with the tans and yellow skin. That's just really good. And the face printing with, if I can take off the head, you can see, if the camera will zoom in, the scar. Yeah, my camera does not like zooming in. Just a very classic figure all around. And this figure only appears in this set and Hogwarts Express. And then gets recolored with the flesh tones in 2004 for the Night Bus set. In fact, this figure also got recolored for a grey version with grey and burgundy for Prisoner of Azkaban in a few sets. Next up is the half-giant Hagrid. He appears in the Hagrid's Hut set and the Hogwarts Castle set. This is actually the final set from these old waves to include him, because this one appeared in 2002, and he wasn't in any Chamber of the Secrets set, so back then, this would have been the easiest way. Like, he was also in the castle, but it's like the biggest set of the wave, and there's Hagrid's Hut. I actually don't know between the two sets which one was bigger or small. I think this one might have been a little easier to get your hands on, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, here's Hagrid. I like that he has, like, details on the hands with fingers and bigger feet, because he's a half-giant. He shouldn't be a regular, normal minifigure. Like, he should be significantly taller. Like, being the same size as a kid or goblin, yeah, it doesn't look right. It really doesn't. And if you see under here, there's printing where he has a little silver belt and like burgundy dark red printing, and he has a generic minifigure head, but like I'm fine having a little bit of minifigure-esqueness in him, and the beard just sits on top of him. It's just a sort of rubbery plastic for him, which makes it easier to take on and off, so that's cool. And he has like stitching and everything. I really like this figure. Maybe because I really don't like the newer versions, he looks too tiny in my opinion. He should be much bigger. And that's why I prefer these older Hagrids. And the other two figures in a set are goblins. I decided to put them two together because they're just throwaway characters and there are differences in like the torsos and all that, but they're very similar. Even the printing on the torsos shares a similar style. The heads are exactly the same. They are the first Harry Potter figures to have short legs, which Dobby would later adopt. I guess maybe the kid characters could have used it, but I get it, they grow up, and because short legs didn't exist when the Harry Potter theme began, I think Yoda is the first minifigure of all time to ever have it, because him being the size of Darth Vader wouldn't make sense, so they made him shorter. So, and the Attack of the Clones wave came out in 2002, same time as this, so these figures are some of the first to have short legs, which makes sense. They should be at least smaller than some of the adult characters like Snape, Dumbledore, and such. So he has brown legs and a black torso with blue and white printing, while this goblin has black legs and burgundy printing. And they have this tan color. Stuff like this is probably why LEGO did transition from yellow to flesh tones. And they have specific molded heads, which actually returned in 2010, except in the light nougat color. And as many people say, they look horrifying without eyes. Like, they got no pupils. I mean, I'll let it slide with these guys because they do look a little creepy in the movie. At least to a little kid, I'm sure they would have looked pretty scary. So, they are accurate at that front. And for 2001, I do kind of like the molds if you take the eyes away, if you were to maybe color them in black or something. And of course, it goes without saying, there is no printing on either of them. And you could say these are named goblins, like maybe this one is Bogrod and this one's Griphook, or the other way around, or maybe both could be nameless goblins, one of them could be Griphook, or one Bogrod and the other is a generic goblin. You could have it whatever combination you want. This set comes in multiple parts, so I'll be going through them separately. First off, we have this little trolley here for one of the goblins to, like, take with him. There's, like, a little handle for them, and they have these pieces for wheels. Inside, we got a chrome key. This is just a spare that comes in a set, and I just thought it'd be appropriate to put it in here. We have a 1x2 printed tile with a bag of coins. There's 4 of these in total with the set. I will point them out each time they appear. Then we get a magical stardust tile, which is very common within the Harry Potter theme. I think it's not the only theme to include it, but it's the main one that did. That's just a little side build. I don't even know if it counts, but it's in this set. You know it exists. Next up, we have this little railway thing, this little cart. Looking at the cart itself, we got 2 more of those gold coins. And you have like little control panel for like the goblin to control, and can have these like go along the track. You do sort of have to line them up perfectly, but it isn't hard to do. Just load it up in here and push this, and you can send it flying. And on here we have a little tile for possible potion making. And you've got 2 lights here because it's going to be dark in the tunnels and such. I like there's enough space to put 3 of the 4 figures. Like, one of the other goblins would be working somewhere else. You can have one goblin here controlling everything. You have these little jumper plates to put in Harry Potter. And then at the back, you have 4 studs. And Hagrid requires 4 studs minimum. So there you go. They all fit. And you can just line them up, and you can just push them like so. The second build is this little vault here. Comes with a bat for some reason, because most of the Harry Potter sets used to. We have a little flame to light the path. And you get a chrome gold key to open this up. And then you can open up and you can reveal whatever's in the vault. This is meant to represent two different vaults within the movie. It's meant to be Harry's vault, which has all the gold. And then it has the package that includes the Philosopher's Stone, or Sorcerer's Stone if you're a mag. I'll say Stone for the rest of the review. So, if I can just take these on out. The set comes with a total of 12 gold coins, split into 3 different sections of the set. The first section has, like, 4 within the vault. This is meant to represent, like, Harry's part of the vault. Clearly, Harry's parents didn't leave him that much, because, yeah, not a whole lot. But you can just put them all of the ones within this very set in here if you really want to. And then this package here is what holds the stone. And then you can just lock it back up like so. And then we get to the main build, which is Gringotts itself. I think it's no secret that this has not held up to today's standards. This looks like crap compared to, like, the 2010 Gringotts, and especially the big 18 plus set based on, like, Deathly Hallows. But for 2001, it's not bad. There is charm to it. I mean, these side builds definitely help it on its own. It's okay. It's good enough, but yeah, it looks horrible compared to other ones. I can see why people are snooty towards this one. Like, I do like that there's white printing, and like they kind of combine the outside and inside. I get what they're going for. So we have this desk here, and we got another potion tile here. This just goes in nicely, like so. So you can also have, like, more room to move around and all that. Very thoughtful of Lego. Got another flame here. This is the final tile of this bag of coins. And we have 2 little vaults here that can rotate around. And when you open it up, you get 2 coins in each safe. You got 2 in this one, and then 2 in the other. And I like the printing on them. It's this sand green with spiders on them. I don't know if they're supposed to have, like, colors on them besides black outlines, because again, I get these sets secondhand. But regardless, they look cool. I think they might have appeared in, like, one other Harry Potter set, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And we also have more of these lights. Maybe goblins just really like them that way. And I do like that it's not, like, tan or, like, dark grays. Like, the dark grays just mostly default. We get, like, whites to replace it, which makes it a little more unique. I would have liked if it was just white, like, on the outside, and then on the inside it was tan, but, like, that's expecting quite a bit for 2002. Up here we get an owl. Probably not Hedwig, because Harry doesn't have her yet, but here's just a white owl. We get a black owl up here, which seems to be the second most common owl in these sets so far. Pardon me. Just behind the white owl. Maybe even more so, I'm not sure. And we get this Lego white rat. And up here, this is the final patch of 4 coins. So we get 1 here. I'll say this counter counts as 1, and then the vault there. And up here we have the logo Gringotts. So this is, like, meant to be the top of it. A bit weird they use sand green instead of maybe gold, or, I mean, gold would be a bit much, but maybe yellow or something to set it apart from Hogwarts. But again, high standards, I'll take what I can get. So I don't know if this is just my copy of the pieces, but the T's on mine, like are missing the black outline. Let me know if yours is like that or if it's supposed to be like that, but yeah, from what I've seen online, I think this is correct, but I could be wrong. I have a feeling it is, but who knows. And it's on the other side too. They didn't have to make two of these pieces. Maybe it would save up costs or something, but or maybe different angles, who knows. Because this is very much asymmetrical. Because you could like flip this around to be the other way if you really want to, because let's be honest, it really isn't a big deal. It doesn't really matter. Oh god damn it, I had one of those trapped. Okay. Yeah, and then you can have like a goblin on the counter and then have like Hagrid here and Harry. Yep, right here. You can recreate the scenes. So there you have it. That concludes my video on the Gringotts Vault set. Overall, this really doesn't hold up now, but it definitely has that old school charm, and like it looks horrible at first, but it does grow on you. And I really like the minifigure selection because it's the only time you see goblins throughout any of these really old sets. And the figure selection isn't like just Hogwarts robes, it does something a bit different. And the characters, like, you couldn't have picked anybody else for the set. Like, some of the other ones, you could have squeezed in some more characters or swapped some of them out if you really wanted to. Like, I guess with concept art being what they're basing these on, and the fact that in the first few films, like, it's just the Golden Trio in their school uniforms for most scenes, it makes sense there isn't as many, but that does help the set to stand out. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I only have 4 Harry Potter sets left from the Philosopher's Stone original wave. 2 of them will hopefully be coming up within a month or so, and the other 2 will definitely be done by this year. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all later.